In this video I will show you how to create dummy variables. Okay, so let's say you have this data set with like a variable that has like two labels. Either it's Egypt or South Africa. Now this is a character vector, we cannot calculate with this. So let's say, I would like to transform this into a numeric dummy variable. Now dummy variables, that they always contain a 0 and a 1. So let's first assign a new variable to the data set. Then select from this new column the country is Egypt. So now here I only select those rows where the country D, the new column, is belongs to a row in which the country is Egypt. So let me say, okay, you see that it is null. Now why is that? Because the country D does not exist yet, right? So either we say first, okay, I'm gonna make this variable, so we put NA there. This means that I create one column in my data frame that contains only NAs. Then I say I want to select only those that have Egypt in the country variable. Now this is only part of the data set. So if we would do the same thing, so if we would say, okay, let's give this a 0, we would get zeros and NAs in this variable. Well, apparently the first rows are all Egypt, and then the second rows are all South Africa. So if we would say tail df country D, you would indeed see that these are all NAs, the last 6 observations, and the first 6 observations are all, not have matrix yet, are all zeros. Now let me just make the other variable, so in this case that is South Africa 1. So to check it, we're going to do a cross tabulation of country and country D. And indeed we see that Egypt became 0, so those 3000 rows that contained Egypt under country are now containing 0 under country D, and the almost 3000 rows that contain South Africa under country contain now a 1 under country D.